Hello and welcome back to Bannerlord. Now, when we left off, we kind of got a little bit messed up because one of our allied companions, or not our companion specifically, but one of our allied vassals, shall we say, got in a bit of a sticky situation and basically drew us into a battle which we had no chance of winning because we were outnumbered basically like, what was it now? Like almost 3-to-1, maybe 2-to-1. Anyway, the point is that I've actually found this arrow here. Now, here's the thing. This arrow down in the bottom right, I couldn't see this before because my recording software has a little menu kind of thing down in the bottom right, and I can't see that arrow with with the recording software on. That's the reason why I couldn't find it. So thanks very much for letting me know that it's in the bottom right, even though I was looking there and I just couldn't see it. That's my own fault because I thought that, it just wasn't there. I just couldn't see it. But anyway, now that I found that, that is actually helping me a great deal because it actually gives me a good idea as to what is actually going on. And yeah, anyway, we're up against a bunch of Empire vassals here. Well, actually, just one of them. And let me just mention something real quick. You know how I got captured, right? And I lost all my people? Well, I found most of my companions. They were relatively close by. Well, there was only two of them, obviously. There's only two companions, so it's pretty easy to find them. But anyway, what we're going to do is basically we're going to put them over here. We're going to put these guys over here. We're going to put them in shield wall as well. Because some of these vassals are actually defected Khuzait Khanate vassals who have left their original faction and have indeed joined the empire that conquered them, which I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think that's a very nice thing to do, but you know, if they want to, then that's up to them. You know, they can do that. And yeah, so otherwise, there's another little bit of news. So while I was training up my units, basically this was literally done by going to all of the towns, going to all of the villages, literally recruiting as many recruits and volunteers as I could get my hands on, higher tier units as well. And basically, after that's done, I just did auto-resolves. I just did auto-resolves against looters upon looters upon looters, and then eventually I did level them up. Now, here's the thing. I leveled them up decently, but what actually helped me quite a bit is the fact that I was given a castle. Yeah. Maybe I should have led with that in this episode. But anyway, the point is that we now have a castle under our command. And now here's the thing. You know how influence has an effect on your ability to gain certain things. So basically to gain the command of various units, to basically make it so that you can persuade people and so on and so forth. You know how that's a thing? Yeah. I was involved in a vote, and the vote itself actually included the castle. And I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, yeah, so that's absolutely fine. That's great. That means that I will be able to vote for someone else, and I can maybe improve my relation with this guy. And I wanted to improve my relation with the liege of the Sturgians. And let me tell you, that worked. But unfortunately, the majority overruled me. They actually overruled me, and they decided to give the castle to me. I don't know why they did that, personally, because I am a very new vassal, and, well, maybe I'm just doing quite well. Who knows? Maybe I'm doing quite well. Maybe it's because I'm executing so many enemies. I don't know. But I voted for Raganvad, who is, of course, our liege. He's the leader of the Sturgians. I voted for him to get the fief, but the majority was supporting me, and that is what happened. So now I have a castle, and I have been exploring some of the various managing aspects of the castles, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. I feel like they've done a good job of increasing the amount of things that you can do with a castle. And yeah, anyway, I went over there. It was actually very far away from where I was. And basically, I went all the way over there. And then I found that it had about 100 or so in the garrison, and it was actually kind of amazing because that meant that I could access the garrison and I could take out units. Anyway, we've increased our relation with this particular person's clan, and that is actually pretty good. And I'm actually going to take this guy prisoner, and we are going to be executing him relatively soon. Now, here's the cool thing about having a castle now. I'm going to be taking every single troop I can get my hands on, and it doesn't matter whether we're over our troop limit or not, because what that means is that I can literally go over to the castle and I can put them in the garrison. This is my castle over here, as you can see. I am moving very, very slowly now because I have overwhelming amounts of troops in there. But anyway, this is my garrison. Look at this. This is my garrison. At the moment, there's only 43 in there, but of course we do have some militia in there as well, so bear that in mind. Otherwise, these looters and Empire peasants will be going in there. There we go. And how many do I have in my army now? I've got 75, or technically 77, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I basically just came here and took out a bunch of units, and then I was able to, of course, do a little bit of battling with some Imperials as well, because Olek was actually in a fight with some of them, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go and help Olek with my many, many recruits. And so I went in there, and I got a couple of kills, but obviously nothing great. Anyway, this is the castle management menu. You can see here that you can give a particular companion a job. As you can see, you can actually give it to Laska if you wanted to. And what are the governor effects here? Nothing. Okay. Well, that's not going to help me out too much. But anyway, the point is that we have a variety of different projects here as well. And this will consume construction. It's a resource of some kind. It's not actually a tangible resource of any kind. It is literally just a thing to indicate how long it's going to take to construct these various things in your castle. So as you can see, I'm actually building rank 3 of the fairgrounds, which increases our settlement morale, and I'm getting rank 3 of the siege workshop, which increases our wall repair speed, as well as repairing siege engines and things like that. Now, here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. Can I get one of these, actually? Oh, I think I can. Oh, I did not realize that. Aha! I didn't realize that was actually possible. I thought to myself, oh, these things are not available because they're all grayed out. So I thought that they were not available. But anyway, they are available, so that's actually very nice. Let's get another rank on the wall and everything. I'm going to try and spend quite a lot of cash in my castle because I want to try and make it the best possible castle that it can be, and that's basically it. Anyway, you do have a number of daily defaults down here as well. Basically what that does is that gives you a certain bonus to a particular stat or aspect of your management. So for example, this constructs housing so more folks can come in, and that increases your population. You can schedule drills for the commoners, increasing militia. You can organize festivals to give you a bonus to settlement morale, and then you can provide irrigation, increasing your food production. And at the moment, we're actually doing perfectly fine, as you can see right here. I might need to increase our food production a little bit, because as you can see, it's currently, you know, not the greatest. It's only 14 food plus 1, and I'm a bit worried about it, really, so we might want to do something about that. Anyway, we actually do have a couple of villages as well tied to this castle. And why not? Let's go and have a look-see at those, shall we? That seems like a pretty good idea. Oh, it seems like I can manage prisoners here as well. So I should probably execute this guy as soon as possible. There we go. I have no problems executing anyone anymore, but here's the thing. I know that a couple of people are going to say, you shouldn't execute so many of these lords because they actually do provide you with a huge amount of influence. And influence is, of course, going to be very, very important for us later down the line. And I agree, 100%, I agree that I definitely should, you know, potentially, you know, donate these enemy lords to a particular town or something along those lines. I definitely agree on that. But the problem with doing that is that they are still then maybe going to have a potential for escape, and then they will cause a bunch more problems for us in the future, and I kind of wanted to prevent that from happening. So that was the main reason why I went to such extreme lengths, but also because I kind of want the enemy to fear us a little bit, and I'm not entirely sure if that's how the game works, but because I have gained the castle itself, I kind of feel like it seems as though most of the people that are actually in our faction are supporting us, and they're supporting our way of doing things. So who knows? Anyway, oh, hello. Is this guy actually... Wait a minute, is he an enemy? I don't think he's an enemy, actually. Let me just speak to him real quick. I don't think he's an enemy, so... Yeah, no, I don't think so. No. Okay, thank you very much. This guy's just like a minor faction or something like that. I think he's a member of a minor faction. Anyway, let's go over to our first village. This is one of our villages right here. As you can see, you can recruit troops, regular troops. Someone's already been here, so unfortunately I won't be able to do that. What do we create here? Seems like sheep and wool. That's actually hilarious, considering what I did in a previous episode where I was just like, oh, this wool, I'll just sell it back to him. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Alright, so we've got step arrows here as well. I might want to go for 2 pierce, so that does more damage than what we currently have. And I think I might sell all of my armor as well, because most of this armor is not exactly great. I did get this, by the way, from one of the battles with Oleg, because I was actually helping him against a fellow that had about 50 or so troops. Oleg had 76, so it was a pretty easy victory for us. But I did gain these boots there, so that actually helped us out quite a bit, and it's giving us a nice little bonus. So we're just going to go and sell that. That's going to be 1,000. Actually, is that... Gonna take this away. Gonna take this away. Gonna take this away. There we go. Okay. Thanks very much, village. Yes. Okay. I should probably go to a nearby town, because there is actually one very close by. I don't know whether you could see that, but anyway, there's something I'd like to discuss. I would actually like to try and maybe do a little bit of courting. So I'm going to say, my lady, I wish to profess myself your most ardent admirer. Yes, we are considering offers. These things are not rushed into. I wish to offer my hand in marriage. Well, yes, I suppose I can consider your offer, the crazed look in her eyes. We meet from time to time, as is the custom, to see if we are right for each other. I hope to see you again soon. Okay. So there you go. That's really cool. And it seems like the Sturgians have now declared war on the Southern Empire. What is he doing? What is Ragnvad doing? Why is he doing this? What an imbecile. What an imbecile. And that's coming from me. That's coming from me, the prime imbecile. Come on now. Why would he do such a thing? I have no idea, because now we're at war against every single person in the Empire. I guess that is actually intended, because we do have the conspiracy thing going on, and it is to force conflict in the area. I suppose that is the reason why that is happening as well. So maybe he's not an imbecile, maybe it's just a gameplay thing that is just being forced through. But anyway, what kind of products do we have here? Seems like a lot of grain. A lot of grain we have here, and I think I am probably going to be buying a whole bunch of it, because I need some more food. And we... oh yeah, I've been doing a bunch of crafting as well. So you can see here that all these crafted swords are terrible. They really are. They are the worst thing that has ever been created since unsliced bread, so it's really not very good. But, oh, wait a minute. This actually is better than what I had on. Very nice. Oh, and these are actually better than what I had on too. Wow, okay. Did not realize that those things were much better. Yeah, that's happened before, hasn't it? Okay, so what about this for her? Yep, that's much better for her. And this is better as well, just by a slight margin. And then Kirislava, who I think I am going to make into a party. I think Kirislava could do a really good job as a party member, and then call her for, an army, and then, go on from there. That might be really cool. Not entirely sure if we can make it work, but I think it could be really fun. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I am actually going to go over here and scout out what is going on in this castle. They've got 166 defenders. Yeah, that's not going to happen, unfortunately. I don't think, at least. Maybe there's another one over here that we might want to attack. And bear in mind that I did actually purchase another enterprise as well. I purchased a wood workshop at Varcheg. I don't think the wood workshop is really giving me that much. As you can see right here, it's giving me 95 in comparison to 123 from the linen weavery at Omor. So that's obviously not going very well. Let's help the villagers. Just gonna send my troops in straight up, and they're going to be very easy to deal with. There we go. I actually have a huge minus with someone around here. As you can see, I have my relation is increasing now because I've been helping them a little bit. But apparently I offended them in some way in the past, and they do not like me at all around here. So yeah, anyway, I'm not going to be taking the terrible armor loot at this point because we are making so much money that a little bit here and a little bit there isn't going to make too much difference. So we're just going to leave that for the moment. As you can see, gaining 2,200 per day. Let's have a look. 127. Interesting. I might be able to take this. And I think the best thing that I can do... I'm going to just go over here real quick. But I think the best thing that I can do, let's just recruit some more people, is create our party with Kirislava. Hello. Why are you wanting to chase me? You are making a grievous error, fellow. He's running away. Okay, yeah, he's gonna run in there. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, you know what I'm gonna try and do? Get him. Get him. Yes, there we go. We blocked him off. Did you see that? We kind of routed him away from the gate, because here's the thing. People, I've noticed over the course of these many episodes, cannot enter a particular fief, whether that be a castle or a town, from any direction. They used to be able to do that in Warband, of course, but in Bannerlord they need to go through the gate in the front, wherever the front may be. And that is fantastic, because that means... Oh, hello. Did you see that? What a beast. Gotta say that. What a beast this guy is. Did you see that? That was such a finesse move right there. Anyway, the point is that you can then use a variety of strategies to try and get enemies into battle with you, because then you don't have to really worry too much about... you know, them going in from any direction. You can kind of use a bit of strategy to get them into combat. Unfortunately, this guy is making things very difficult for me, as you can see, and I'm wondering whether I can head him off. He is a Khuzait Khanate defector, as far as I'm aware, and that's the reason why he is taking so much time to corner here. As you can see, it's just insane. It's just insane. Whenever there's a vassal with a huge amount of cavalry or something like that, it's just crazy how good they are at getting away. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to leave him to his own devices. He seems to be chasing me now, but yeah, I can't really do anything about it. Let's have a look-see here and see whether any of these villages have horses available, because I wouldn't mind getting a couple more horses. It doesn't seem like that's the case. Shall we try and attack this? 130 defenders? Do you think we can do it? What do they have in there? Oh, it's Khuzait Khanate, so they literally just have militia spearmen and militia archers, and that's literally it. Everything else is kind of awful. So I might be able to... why not? Why not? Let's punish this guy for leading me around a little bit, and let's make him regret making a fool out of Barney Berthold. I already made myself out to be a fool already, so don't see how he did anything. Anyway, let's besiege the castle. So we're going to build the siege camp. It's going to take me a huge amount of time to do this, so bear in mind that I'm probably going to have my finger on the pause button, because, oh, there's an election started. Okay, so there you go. That is exactly what I was talking about before. So you can now vote for the new owner of Mazhadan Castle. So you can resolve this automatically in 22 hours, or you can vote on it. And I think we can probably vote on it. So I'm going to vote for Ragnvad right here, because I'd like to increase our relation with him a little bit. And It seems like he likes us a little bit. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. So what we can now do is we can use our prosperity, well, our influence, shall we say, to be able to increase our relation with a particular person. So we're going to do that with Ragnvad right there. We're going to give him a little bit of extra voting, and there we go. So Mazdadan Castle has now been given to Ragnvad because he has majority support, and we gained a little bit of relation with him. And we didn't even have to spend that much to do it, which is actually quite good. So let's just speed this up a little bit, try and go into super fast mode, and I will look around and see whether anyone is going to try and stop us. It would be probably pretty easy for them to come over here and see what we can do. Oh, hello. Do you want to attack? He's waiting. He's waiting for people to come along and help him. 100% he is waiting for someone to come along. There's no way he's not. Let's face it. Okay, so this is taking quite a while because obviously our engineering skill is terrible. We don't have an engineer after all either. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's pause. Okay, so we can lead an assault? Aha, but wait. I want to get something. Okay, so what do I want to get? What is this? What is that? Is that a siege tower? Yeah, it looks like a siege tower. And what is this? That's a battering ram. And what is this? Okay, so I can choose whether I want a fire ballista, an onager, a fire onager, or a trebuchet. That sounds really, really fun. But I'm going to go for the battering ram because build cost is 12. I guess that's good. It's not going to take that long to build that, I think. How long is it going to take? Yeah, we're doing 5% almost every couple of hours, which I think is pretty good. But as you can see, the defenders are actually increasing the amount of units that they have as we speak. Because they know that a siege is coming, and that's probably the reason why they're doing that. Are they? Are they actually increasing it? Maybe I didn't see that properly. But anyway, there's a pause, and I'm wondering whether I should build any ballistas, or should I just go in? Let's lead an assault. Why not? Let's go in and see what happens. I am a bit worried, but I'm hopeful that we will be able to retreat if bad things happen. Okay, so bear in mind that we were able to take a castle before, but that was when we were severely outnumbering the opponent, and there's nothing else that I can do here. So let's begin the assault. And let's see what I can do. So, bear in mind that there aren't that many units here, if any at all, that can do serious damage, but there are a number of them that will, of course, do quite a bit. So as you can see, we have our forces actually pushing the battering ram, which I think is really, really fun. And we'll see if maybe we can pull this off. I'm going to try and see if I can maybe do a little bit of well, shall we say backdoor action. I know a lot of you like backdoor action, so I thought, why not? Let's do a little bit of sneakiness. And otherwise, we have our ladders here. These are the ladders that we will be using. And bear in mind that I do have a bow, so I could theoretically use that. Or not, as the case may be. Oh, there's actually someone over there. Okay, so we want to be a bit careful. But so far, things are not going too badly. Can I not get the ladder up myself, or do I have to actually wait for... No, I can lift it. Ow. Okay, so I have to actually... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's going to be kind of harsh. Don't think I can do that by myself. Okay, so I'm going to try and block these guys from shooting. Look at that. You can actually prevent the attackers from even getting the ladders up. That's pretty fantastic. Alright, so where are most of my troops? So I'm holding Alt and I don't see them. Oh, okay, well, there's a couple of them over here. Okay, well, let's get up the ladder then, I guess. Wow, this... I gotta say, this is really immersive, and I very much like it. I think that this is very, very cool. And we might have to retreat. I mean, look at this. Most of my units are being murdered right now. Wow. Okay, you know what? You know what? We're gonna have to retreat. I'm sorry. We're going to have to retreat. There's just no way that we'll be able to do this when we are so outnumbered. I think that is just the way of things, unfortunately. And now we have 16 injured, and this guy could technically have attacked us. But at least we got a good idea as to how the sieges actually work, and I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, for those of you that are disappointed by that, me too. Me too. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do not fret. Everything is going to be fine. And we will... I mean, we already have a castle, technically, so it's not actually too bad. But we didn't capture it ourselves, of course. But I think it's all right. All right, so I'm just going to buy a bunch of additional stuff here, additional food and everything. And we should probably do some smithing as well. So I should probably show you a little bit of smithing that I can do now, because I'm actually able to make a tier 2 weapon, which is quite nice. I don't think it's actually that good, but I can... Oh, I can make 2 now. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, there you go. So this is actually a difficulty 80 weapon, and that's also a difficulty 80 weapon. And you can see that it's not exactly great. And I need charcoal, so yeah, hardwood is going to be a bit difficult to get unless I smelt this. But I don't have any charcoal to do that, so I should do this and then smelt that, and so on. So, yeah, I know that a couple of people did say to use our companions to make charcoal and stuff like that, but I kind of, in this instance, wanted to have the most efficiency, so I wanted to do 3 to 2 instead of 2 to 1, and then we are going to have access here to this as well. So you can see that now we can do a little bit of smelting with Alaska right here, and then we don't have any more charcoal or anything like that, but she actually has 16 smithing skill now, and Kiroslava has 13, because I have actually been using them quite a bit to do some stuff with this. So it's pretty cool, and I'm going to do a little bit of that. Now we have smithing at 40, which is quite nice. And we can also then do a little bit of forging. So you can see here that we can do some forging. I can do some tier 1 forging as well. And I can also randomize. So as you can see right here, this is a difficulty 100 sword, which is going to turn out absolutely terribly. So let's make it. We've got -3, -2, -1, -2. That's actually not even that bad, considering. But there you go. We now added that to our inventory. And what I've been doing basically is just randomizing every so often and just doing that so that I can unlock new smithing parts. That's the main reason why I've been doing that. And that's actually all I can do unless I do another one of these. And then we would do another little bit of forging right there. So that's basically what I've been doing with the forging. I don't know whether this is actually the way to go, but it is unlocking more goods for me, more various parts in the smithing menu. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, otherwise, kind of a bit disappointing that we couldn't do the siege. But I think what I am going to do is we're going to speak to Kiroslava, and we are going to say to her, "Hey, can you make a party?" And well, actually, let's not go through that. We need to go through the clan menu to be able to do that. So, parties. Oh, yeah. Actually, I should also mention as well, by the way, that Lise, right here, Lise, she was defeated in battle. And as a result, I had to find her in a tavern and tell her to basically join my party and then, you know, create another caravan. So if your caravan is defeated, that's it. It's gone. And then you need to get another one. So thankfully, because I had a good amount of cash, I was able to do that. But that's just something to bear in mind if you're going to create your own caravan or something. But anyway, let's do... Wait a minute. Kiroslava is busy? Okay. Why is she's holding? Why is she busy? Is it because she's a scout? No? I don't want to make Laska anything because Laska is our medic, and I do not want to do anything with her to let her go. So, should we just make her none, and then maybe we can... No, she's busy. Okay, I'm actually unsure what's going on with that, but... Alright, alright. Anyway, that's exactly what's going on here. As you can see, we have wood workshop and linen and things like that. You can actually change the production right there. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Anyway... I can donate troops to the garrison. Oh, hello. There's actually a vassal here. Godun needs garrison troops in Tile. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm going to actually speak to Svana because she's probably going to be the lady that we will try to court as much as we can. So let's have a look. I'm glad to have the chance to spend some time together. Yes, it's good to have a chance to get to know each other. They say you have traveled quite widely. Tell me a bit about your journeys. Okay, so we have a pretty wide variety of different things that we can choose here. Okay, so we have 3 options, and we need, well, probably all 3 to do quite well. So let's see if we can make this happen. Okay, this is, what does that mean? Green honor versus red honor? Not entirely sure about that, but anyway, let's take a look. So let's do. I feel lucky to live in an age when a valiant warrior can make a name for herself, I guess. Ineffective. Okay, so maybe this is going to be more effective. Ah, yeah, this might be more effective now. Nope. Okay. Yeah, 59% chance. 74% chance? Some people say you'll go far. Suppose you were to rise to a position of power, what would you do? Well, we have 2 of these. First thing to do after taking power is to work on your plan to remain in power. Or, oh, I have a long list of scores to settle, you can be sure of that. Let's do the roguery one. That is also ineffective. Perhaps we don't have that much in common. In the end, I don't think we have that much in common. Okay, so that's that. That's that. She has actually minus 44 with us, by the way. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I think it is because I did something to one of these guys a long time ago when I didn't realize exactly what was going on. And she's a member of this clan, and that's the reason, I think. I think I did something to this clan because, as you can see, every single person has minus 44 here. So that's no good. That's not going to work. So we'll have to try and find another lady that is actually going to be receptive to us, because let's face it, she's got minus 44 relation. That's an insane amount of negative relation. So it's probably not the best idea that we go with that. But anyway, let's sell all of this. 545. I probably want to buy some more horses as well. That's also a thing that I had to spend quite a bit of time doing, getting more horses. And, oh yeah, I also won a tournament in my off-screen time. I did win a tournament. I did not believe I would be able to win it. That's why I did not record it, because I literally thought to myself, I'm never going to win this, because they gave me a spear in every single round. And it didn't really work out too well. But I did win in the end, because we were just all so incredibly pathetic with spears, doing literally 2 damage to each other every single time we would get hit. And yeah, that didn't really go too well. But hello, there's actually a 123 strong vassal in the area of our opponent. That might be a bit problematic. And as you can see, Lek, who was just over there, has just gotten himself taken prisoner by that enemy. So that's not very good. Not at all. But there you go. I hope that I've caught you up relatively nicely with everything that's been going on. And if we take a look around here, you can see that both empires... Oh, wait a minute. Are we actually at war against... Wait a minute. What is Sturgia doing? What are they doing? I have no clue. But they have now declared war against the Batanians. This is insanity. Why would they decide to do this? I don't know, but whatever the case, we will try our very best to see what's going on in these various places. Maybe what we'll do is we will attempt another siege, but kind of want to have someone to help me with that. So maybe I can just create an army out of nowhere, and then I can see if I can maybe do that. Like, let's say if I go to the kingdom screen, I can create my own army right here, and then I can try to have a couple of people come along. So, for example, I could ask Vishoki to come along, maybe? He's already in another army. Party has less than 40% of its party size limit. And Yorig. I guess Yorig is the only one that I can actually ask to join me. But he has 64, and I think we would probably be able to take the castle with him. So it might be something to consider. Anyway. That is it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.